Let my father go and I'll make you walk again.
I'll make you walk if you let my father go.
Your Honor, I know you can walk again, but first you have to do what's right. Let my father go.
Then make him dance, girl! We're waiting for the show! Isabelle, my daughter, don't do this. Please, don't expose yourself like this for my sake.
How dare you? This is a court of law, not a circus. Your words don't change the law, girl. Your father will be convicted and there's no miracle that can prevent it.
Your Honor, I ask that this inappropriate interruption be removed from the courtroom. We are about to administer justice and we cannot allow childish circuses to delay the proceedings.
Your Honor, I only asked for a moment for the child to return to the seat. She's just frightened at the possibility of losing her father.
I'm not frightened. I'm telling the truth. My father is innocent and you know it deep in your heart. And I can prove that you can walk again.
Poor thing, lost her mind from so much desperation. Someone get this child out of here before she embarrasses herself further.
Girl, you have exactly 2 minutes to leave this room of your own accord, or I will be forced to have security remove you.
I'm not leaving until you listen to me. My father didn't steal anything. Someone set him up and you know it.
This is absurd, Your Honor. This child is disrupting the entire process. I demand she be removed immediately.
You were like my father once. A good person who suffered something unjust. You know what it's like when nobody believes in you. When everyone has already decided you're guilty before even hearing your side.
I know you can still walk. Not with medicine or surgery, but with faith, with justice. When you do what's right, the impossible will happen, I promise.
Stand up.
You have 30 seconds. 30 seconds to convince me that I shouldn't have security remove you from this courtroom and finalize this sentence.
Your Honor, my father always taught me that truth leaves trails, and lies do too.
Explain yourself quickly.
On the day they accused my father of stealing the money, he was with me at the hospital. I had a medical crisis and the doctors had to admit me. He stayed the entire night by my side. There are records, there are cameras, there are nurses who saw.
How could he be stealing money from the company if he was holding my hand while I cried in pain?
Your Honor, this is new and crucial information. If the defendant was at the hospital that night, he couldn't have executed the transactions that occurred in the company's system.
Objection! This is a baseless allegation, without proof, clearly a desperate attempt to manipulate the court through a child.
What hospital?
Hope Medical Center, Pediatric Wing, room 4208. It was in the early morning hours. I remember because my father didn't let go of my hand for a single second. He sang softly so I wouldn't be afraid. The nurses even commented that they had never seen such a devoted father.
Prosecutor, did you verify the defendant's whereabouts on the night in question?
Your Honor, the transactions were made with the defendant's login and password. Physical presence is not necessary. He could have programmed everything remotely.
But if he was at the hospital, who used his computer at the company? The system logs show physical access to my client's workstation. Someone was sitting at his desk, using his computer.
This court enters temporary recess. I want all records from Hope Medical Center regarding that night on my desk within the hour. Prosecutor Vale, your evidence better support your accusation because if there are indeed hospital records, this case is far from over.
Your Honor, this is irregular. The trial is already in the sentencing phase.
And it can return to the evidentiary phase if I consider that there was a failure in the investigation. Bailiff, take the girl to a suitable room and bring her water. No one here is going to humiliate a child in my courtroom.
We need to talk now. We have a problem.
Lucas, is it true? You were really at the hospital that night?
I was. I tried to say that from the beginning, but they said it didn't matter, that the digital evidence was more important than my alibi. Nobody wanted to hear.
Someone deliberately ignored your alibi. Someone wanted you convicted at any cost.
They laughed when he walked through the door, but they didn't know what he came back for.
Come in.
Your Honor, the records from Hope Medical Center have arrived.
I want Nurse Martha Oliver summoned to testify today. Consider it top priority.
Your Honor, that may take several hours to locate the witness.
Then start now. And I want Prosecutor Andrew Vail in my chambers in 5 minutes.
Mr. Prosecutor, it seems there was a gravely serious failure in the investigation of this case. A solid alibi was completely ignored. I want explanations.
Your Honor, I reviewed all the documents that were presented to me by the police investigation. If there is an alibi, it wasn't in the files I received.
Then, someone in the police omitted crucial information from you, or you omitted it from the court. Which of the two is it, Prosecutor?
I swear I didn't know about the hospital alibi, but I will investigate immediately how this went unnoticed.
You will do more than investigate. You will explain to me how a case with so many inconsistencies reached the sentencing phase.
Even from the dust and rain, you can hide a man, steal his land, but you can't erase his...
Miss Oliver, did you work at Hope Medical Center on the night in question?
Yes, Your Honor. I was on duty in the pediatric wing.
And do you remember Lucas Albright?
I remember him very well. He stayed the entire night by his daughter's side. The girl was very ill, in terrible pain, and he didn't step away for a single second. He even sang for her to sleep. It was one of the most touching moments I have witnessed in my entire career.
Could you confirm whether he left the hospital at any point during that night?
No, sir. I checked personally. He didn't leave even to eat. He only asked for water and stayed by the child's side the whole time.
And why were you not called to testify before?
Actually, Your Honor, I was called by the police to give a statement. I told him everything I knew, but after that, I was never called again. I thought it was strange, but I assumed my testimony wasn't relevant.
Your Honor, I formally request a complete review of this case. There is clear evidence that my client was the victim of a setup and that crucial information was omitted from the court.
Request granted. This trial is suspended until a new investigation is concluded. Mr. Lucas Albright, you are free under house arrest until new facts are determined. The handcuffs will be removed.
The walls will fall and the truth will rise again.
Daddy!
You did it, my little one. You saved your father.
One voice became a witness. One heart began to stand.
Mr. Albright, did you always know who...
How does it feel to be free? Will you sue the state for wrongful imprisonment?
You said it was a closed case, Andrew. You guaranteed there would be no complications. I didn't know about the hospital alibi. Someone from the investigation omitted that from me, too. I don't care about your excuses. We have too much at stake here. If Lucas Albright starts asking questions, if he hires investigators, the whole scheme could come to light. And what do you want me to do? The judge suspended the case. Martha Oliver proved the alibi. Then find a way to discredit the witness, or better yet, find someone else to blame. But resolve this, Andrew, because if you fall, you won't fall alone.
Come in.
Prosecutor Vail, I need to speak with you about some irregularities we detected in the Albright case.
Irregularities?
Yes. Judge Cross ordered a complete audit of all documents presented by the prostitution, and we found something concerning.
Where did you get this?
Court system backups. Everything that passes through our computers gets archived, including prosecutors' correspondence.
I'll need you to come with me to give a statement. It's better to cooperate now, prosecutor.
Come in.
Judge Cross, we received a threat.
They're desperate.
This confirms everything we suspected.
Confirms what?
Victory Corporation isn't just an investment company. It's a front for a money laundering scheme that involves politicians, businessmen, and public officials. For years, they've operated, diverting resources, overinflating contracts, buying silences. And when someone discovers something or becomes a threat, they eliminate the problem. Sometimes literally, other times doing what they did to you, creating false evidence, destroying reputations, guaranteeing convictions.
I saw something, didn't I? That's why they framed me. What did you see?
A few days before I was arrested, I was closing financial reports. I found discrepancies in a specific client's accounts, money going in and out without proper documentation. I thought it was a posting error. Then I mentioned it to my supervisor.
And what did he say?
Said it was a special client that had different treatment. Told me not to worry about it. You touched the hornet's nest. That client was probably a fandom account used to launder money. And when you asked questions, they decided you were a threat. But why not just fire me? Because you were competent. And competent people ask questions. They needed not only to get you out of the way, but to completely discredit you. If you were convicted of theft, nothing you said afterward would have credibility.
Judge, if we have this information, we can take it to federal prosecutors. We can bring down the entire organization.
We can. But first, we need to guarantee this family's safety.
Your Honor, we have a problem. Andrew Vale has disappeared.
What do you mean? Disappeared?
He didn't come home last night. His apartment is empty, he doesn't answer calls. And we found something concerning in his office. At least 15 cases in the last 5 years. All follow the same pattern. Competent person discovers something, asks inconvenient questions, and suddenly is accused of crimes they didn't commit. Evidence appears out of nowhere. Witnesses are suppressed or bought. The system crushes them.
Daddy, the lady from the hospital, the nurse who helped you, she's in danger too.
Paul, send a patrol car to Nurse Martha Oliver's house immediately, and put protection on this family too.
Already on its way.
Isabelle, you are very brave. Braver than many adults I've known.
I just wanted to save my father.
And you did. But you did more than that. You saved me too. How so? Years ago, I was investigating a corruption scheme. I suffered an accident that confined me to this chair. At the time, I accepted it as bad luck, but yesterday I discovered it wasn't an accident. It was sabotage. The same people who destroyed you tried to silence me, and I let them. I gave up on the investigation. I became cold, bitter. I stopped seeking truth and started only following papers. Until yesterday.
Until yesterday?
Until yesterday. When a girl told me I could walk again if I did the right thing, I thought it was absurd. This isn't possible. I thought it wasn't too. But it's happening. Every hour that passes, I feel more strength returning. The doctors would say it's impossible. Science would say it's impossible, but it's happening. When you challenged me yesterday, you didn't just challenge me to free your father. You challenged me to wake up, to remember why I became a judge, to believe again that justice isn't just following rules, but seeking truth. And when I started doing that, when I chose to investigate instead of just condemning, something in me began to awaken. Not just metaphorically, literally. Your Honor, we found Nurse Martha Oliver. She's fine, but said 2 men tried to break into her house in the early morning hours. She managed to escape through the back and hide at neighbor's house.
Bring her here now. And I want maximum security.
We have enough evidence to start bringing down this organization, but we need to be strategic. If we show our cards too early, they'll erase traces and sacrifice smaller pieces.
Andrew Vale. That's why he disappeared. They're going to make him the scapegoat.
Exactly. They'll put all the blame on him, claiming he acted alone out of personal ambition. The real responsible parties will remain untouched.
So what do we do?
We turn the game around. They think they control the board, that they can sacrifice pieces at will, but they forgot something important.
What?
That the most powerful piece in chess isn't the king, it's the queen. And sometimes the queen comes in the form of a courageous girl who refuses to give up. Tomorrow we will reopen not only your father's case, we will reopen every case on the list. We will show the world what these people did. And this time, I won't stop until each one of them faces true justice.
You're going to walk in the courtroom tomorrow?
I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to run after the justice these people thought they had buried. Just one more. Just one more! Your Honor, I didn't know you could already. I couldn't until a few days ago. But today, I'm going to need to be ready for something much bigger than just standing.
We have news. We found Andrew Vale.
Where? In the river. Fishermen found the body in the early morning. Suicide? Officially, yes, but the coroner found something interesting. There are marks suggesting he was forced to write a confession letter before the end. They killed him and staged a suicide. They eliminated the only direct witness who could connect them to the scheme. But not the only evidence. Before disappearing, Andrew sent a scheduled email to his personal attorney. If he didn't cancel it within 24 hours, it would be sent automatically. He didn't cancel. Where are they now? On their way to the courthouse. They were summoned as witnesses in the Albright case. They don't know we have this evidence. Then let's give them the show they deserve. It's going to be okay, my love. Today it will end, I promise.
I know, Daddy. Because Judge Harrison is going to do the right thing. And when he does, everyone will see that sometimes miracles happen.
Lucas, we need to talk before we go in. Paul Mendez gave me information that changes everything. We have the names of the real culprits. We have solid evidence. But they are very powerful people. A billionaire businessman, a representative with connections all the way to Washington, and a chief who controls half the investigations in the city. If we make a mistake, if we leave a gap, they'll escape.
What do I need to do?
Trust. In Judge Harrison, in justice, and mainly in what your daughter ignited in all of us. Hope. I needed to see with my own eyes. Needed to see these people paying for what they did.
This court is now in session. Today, we are not here only to review Lucas Albright's case. We are here to expose a network of corruption that destroyed lives, manipulated justice, and stained the system I swore to protect. I call to the front Maurice Brand, CEO of Victory Corporation. Your Honor, I am here to cooperate with whatever is necessary. My company has always operated within the law, always. Then explain multi-million-dollar transfers to phantom accounts and tax havens. Explain payments to prosecutor Andrew Vale, found dead yesterday. Explain overinflated contracts with companies that don't exist.
I don't know what you're talking about. If there were irregularities, they were done without my knowledge.
Without your knowledge? This is your personal email, your digital signature, your instructions to incriminate an innocent man.
This could have been hacked, falsified.
It could have been, but it wasn't. I call to the front Representative Sergio Castellano.
Representative, you sponsored 3 bills in recent years that directly benefited Victory Corporation. Tax reductions, relaxation of oversight, protection against audits.
In exchange, you received campaign donations totaling millions.
Legal donations, within the limits allowed by electoral legislation. Donations from phantom companies created solely to launder the diverted money and pass it on to you. And when some of these irregularities began to surface, you used your influence to bury investigations.
And finally, I call Chief Oliver Mendoza.
Chief, 15 cases, 15 innocent people framed under your supervision, evidence planted, witnesses suppressed, investigations directed, all to protect the interests of Victory Corporation and silence anyone who asks questions.
Prove it. Paul Mendez, bring the witnesses.
My name is Teresa Foster. I was an accountant at Victory Corporation. I discovered discrepancies and reported them. A week later, I was accused of embezzlement. I lost my job, my reputation, my family. I spent 2 years in prison for a crime I didn't commit.
Richard Nevins, investigative journalist. I was preparing a report on suspicious contracts. I was accused of slander, defamation. My career ended before it began.
You can't prove any of this in court. These are just allegations, coincidences. You don't have...
We have prosecutor Andrew Vale's testimony. Before being murdered,
Andrew sent complete evidence to his personal attorney before disappearing. Recordings of conversations between you three, detailed instructions on how to manipulate cases, payment records, and a video confession recorded as life insurance that didn't save him.
My name is Andrew Vale. If you're seeing this, it means I couldn't escape. It means they found me. But before dying, I will make sure the truth survives. I did terrible things, destroyed innocent lives. But I did it because I was afraid of them. And now that fear is going to kill me. Don't make my mistake. Don't let fear conquer truth.
You will answer for each crime, each life destroyed, each tear shed by people who only wanted to do what was right.
Drop it, now! We got it! It's just a flash drive. Hold your position. You think it's just the 3 of us? This goes much further. Judges, prosecutors, politicians, businessmen, everyone is part of it. If we fall, we take everyone down with us.
But I lost something much worse. I lost the ability to believe in justice, in truth, in goodness. The child challenged me. She promised me I would walk again if I did the right thing. At the time, I thought it was impossible, that it was just the naive hope of someone too young to understand that the world doesn't work that way.
But she was right. Not about magic or miracles in the sense we imagine. She was right about something deeper. When we choose to do what's right, when we choose justice over convenience, truth over ease, something in us heals, something awakens. You built an empire on injustices. You destroyed families, ruined lives, stained the system that should protect the innocent. And you did it because you thought you were untouchable, that no consequence would reach you. But every injustice sooner or later finds its reckoning. And today is that day. Maurice Brand, Sergio Castellano, and Oliver Mendoza, you are formally charged with criminal organization, corruption, procedural fraud, ideological falsehood, and as masterminds of the murder of Andrew Vale. You will be arrested immediately and will answer for each crime. You won't get away with this! This is a mistake! You'll regret this!
For each of you, the state offers not just formal apologies, but complete compensation. Your names will be cleared, your criminal records will be erased, and each day you spent in prison unjustly will be compensated financially.
Lucas Albright, approach.
Mr. Albright, in the name of this court, in the name of justice, I ask forgiveness. Forgiveness for not having listened from the beginning. Forgiveness for almost allowing an innocent man to be convicted. Forgiveness for letting the system fail you and your family.
Thank you for having a daughter who taught me what I had forgotten. That justice isn't just applying laws. It's seeking truth, it's protecting the innocent, it's having courage to question when something is wrong. Isabelle, you saved your father. You saved 15 other families. And you saved me. Saved not only my legs, but my soul.
I just wanted you to do what was right. Because when we do what's right, good things happen. Even things that seem impossible.
You were right. More right than you can imagine.
For your extraordinary courage, for your unwavering faith, and for being the spark that ignited justice when it was almost extinguished. To you, Isabelle Albright, is granted the Medal of Civic Merit, the highest honor this court can offer.
A torn bag full of memories and 50 years of truth. They looked at him like nothing, like a man without a name. But fire lived behind his eyes and silence held his...
This case taught us something fundamental, that the justice system is made by people. And people can err, can be corrupted, can fail, but people can also stand up, can question, can fight. May this story serve as a lesson. For the powerful who think they are above the law, you are not. For the innocent who suffer injustices, don't give up, because the truth always finds its way. And for all of us, never underestimate the power of a courageous person who refuses to accept wrong as normal.
Case closed. When justice calls, the walls will fall, and the truth will rise again. He opened up the old bag, and the room forgot to breathe.
Look, this is new. What does it say?
A ledger full of history that no one would believe. Old money on the marble, old signatures in ink. Every page was crying out, remember what they did. They took his dream with paper. They took his seed